Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. We're approaching the start of a brand new Path of Exile league. I'm excited to play, I hope you are too. I've played a ton of Path of Exile over the years, and I still enjoy the game enough to come back every league and have a great experience with my time. Today I'm going to talk about some of the things I do to keep the game fresh that can work for you too. Without further ado, let's get into it. The first tip I have for you is to develop a set of goals for your league play. Before league starts, you should be thinking about what type of experience you want to have with your Path of Exile play. In-game and PoE is so open-ended that you cannot possibly do everything in a single league. Every league you should start by setting one or more lofty but achievable goals and then work over the league to achieve it. Some goals include exploring a mechanic in depth, leveling a character to 95 or beyond, clearing the toughest content in the game such as Shaper or Uber at Zeri, getting rich, creating your own build, or even making a build guide. You don't need to repeat yourself here. If you've made a lab runner, for instance, one league, you don't necessarily need to make a lab runner the next league. My number 2 tip is to be ready to participate at league start. There are very few times more enjoyable in Path of Exile than league start. The server population is at its highest, trading is at its peak in a fresh economy, GGG is most engaged with the community, and the subreddit's blowing up. Leagues can be enjoyable throughout their lifespan, but none more so than at the start. Make sure you're ready with your build and your character name. Make sure your personal life is together. PoE can kind of be a black hole in your social calendar, so it's best to plan to be missing in action for a week or two. Make sure your bills are paid, make sure you have time off work, make sure your family knows where you are, and all other loose ends are tied up. My third tip is to have a strategy for wealth acquisition. PoE is always fun, but it can be much more fun if you're wealthy enough to finish your build and afford the other things you want to do. In order to do that, you need to have a way to make money, be it through play or through trading. The best advice I have here is to find your niche and exploit it. You could, for instance, currency trade, flip items, run lab for enchantments or profit, do boss kills for achievements, craft items, or even anything else you can think of. It's best to limit this type of activity to the low energy hours of your playtime, for instance in the evening, and not make it the focus of your play. The reason for this can be best explained by my number 4 point. Number 4, have fun instead of a job. Oftentimes, the metric we use for determining how successful we are at Path of Exile is through how much grinding we did or how efficiently we can map, and we use streamers, for instance, as the metric for our perception of success. Well, the first thing you should realize is that for streamers, playing often is their job. Streamers are going to be skillful from their thousands of hours of play. They're also going to be concentrating on creating an enjoyable viewing experience, which doesn't necessarily equate to a fun in-game experience. The grass isn't always greener, so try to be present and engaged with your time in Rayclast, and don't let anybody tell you that you're doing it wrong. This brings us to my final tip, number 5, plan to take time off between leagues. There's nothing worse in Rayclast than being burnt out at the start of a new league. You won't enjoy yourself, and you'll bring that attitude with you into the game world. The PoE release strategy means that a new and exciting league will be there roughly every 3 months, so in order to experience all the new, exciting things GGG has in store for us years down the road, you need to take the approach that you're in it for the long haul. Planning for a month or 2 of non-PoE time means you can enjoy a variety of other games and activities in addition to Path of Exile. When you're ready to come back, PoE will be there with a brand new expansion, a new league, a new meta, fresh mechanics, and more. So that's it, Exiles, my 5 tips for making the most out of a brand new league experience. As a quick recap, number 1, develop attainable goals. Number 2, participate at league start. Number 3, have a strategy for wealth acquisition. Number 4, find the fun. Number 5, plan to take time off. If you've got any additional tips, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you've enjoyed the content, please subscribe. There's plenty of new material to come. This is God of Rabbits. Thanks for watching and have a great day.